Nice to see you both. Can I start with you, Sarah? Has this year changed your life, do you think?
Yes, in some ways, obviously it has done. I've seen many things that I'd never seen before. In fact, I'd only ever been abroad once before. So I visited many places and did many things that had never happened to me before. And things aren't always what you imagine them to be, and they were fascinating experiences.
You've obviously sampled very many different cultures and customs, but is there one memory that you'll carry away with you?
Yes, I think there are many special memories, but I think the most fun memory was when we visited the beautiful country of Guatemala. Here we visited a children's SOS children's home, and we had a fantastic party with them. And one of the traditions that I was introduced to here was a thing involving a large cartoon character called a piñata. And it was great fun. We ran all around the shops in the pouring rain trying to find goodies and different things to fill it up with. And then, as you can see, it was hung up and we were given a large stick to hit it with. The most honoured person is blindfolded and given us...
They didn't make it too easy then.
No, they certainly didn't. And I was given the stick and I was told to hit the piñata very hard. And the sweets were supposed to fall out of the bottom when you broke it, and the children dived underneath. But it was very worrying, actually, because the children get so excited, they get too near the stick, and you're scared that you're going to hit the children. And it was also very difficult standing up in high-heel shoes, being blindfolded, but it was great fun.
Everybody looks as though they're having an absolutely marvellous time. I wish I'd been there. I could have done with the sweet right now. Now, who are these lovely ladies with you?
These are all the beautiful children that were there with us that afternoon, and it was sad to leave, but they all had a fabulous time and got autographs and pictures and things, so it's great.
And you've got the memory, haven't you? That's important. Julia, we just had an example of one place that Miss World goes to, Guatemala, but give us an idea of the extent of the travelling, because it does sound a tremendous a task.
It is, Peter. We went to about 30 countries, and we've travelled over 250,000 miles. We've visited many wonderful people, Malaysia, Singapore. We've been to Jamaica. We've been to practically every country in Colombia. Everyone made us very welcome. And in those countries, we were able to be very positive with fashion shows and fundraising. And we've had a wonderful, wonderful year.
Yes, I mean, the fundraising side of it, is it possible to quantify just how much in a year you might raise?
Well, you know, with all the countries that are, the efforts they make, it's all sort of an idea of helping themselves to raise money. Together, we've raised about $3 million this year.
That's absolutely incredible. Absolutely marvellous. Thank you. Now, just give us an idea of the sort of practical purposes that is put to.
Okay, well, one typical example of how you can be practical with a little amount of money is in Guatemala City. We were visiting after the place Sarah mentioned, and the doctors there are most dedicated, and there's a lot of Heath Robinson exercises trying to make incubators out of wood and so on. And one of the simple things we did, you know the marathon? Here we had those foil blankets. Well, I took one with me. I took it along to a hospital in the city of Guatemala, and the doctors were fascinated with it, because if you think about it, that one silver foil sheet that cost 3p, divided by 3 for 3 babies, for 1p can keep a newborn baby warm and help tremendously to save a lot of lives. As you can see, the blankets there are not really desirable, and these children really do need warmth, and just 1p can keep a baby warm. And that to me seems a very simple way to explain that you don't need heavy machinery always, that just a typical tinfoil blanket could do the job.
So it really is beauty with a purpose, and obviously it isn't all going on £20,000 pieces of equipment, is it?
No, indeed, but it is nice to have those pieces of equipment, but as I said, for 1 penny you can keep a baby warm. It's quite something.
Now, Sarah, back to you for one little bit of advice. What would you say to your successor tonight?
I think the most important thing is to be natural, to remain herself. It's very difficult to keep up an act for a year, especially when you're working so hard. And to remember that being Miss World is a responsibility, and to always respect the title and to have fun.
Have fun. You obviously did. Julia Morley, thank you very much indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation, because she is still Miss World for Sarah Jane Hunt.